What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Coach Naima, and today, guess what's happening? We are interviewing the lovely Mary Clemens, who is the owner and co-owner of Jamilla Events here in McDonough, Georgia. And as you know, the Elevated Muslimah Conference is coming up with a new date in March, and we hope to have you here. But in the meantime, we want to share with you why we're using the space, why Mary, and what you can expect. All right, let's get started. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome, Mary.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you.
How are you? I'm telling you welcome, and it's really to the podcast, but she's welcoming me to the space.
Welcome to Jamilla's events. Thank you for coming, and I'm grateful for you choosing us for your workshop day.
So tell everybody a little bit about Jamilla Events, how it was started, and who it's named after.
So Jamilla Events started November 2024. My sister and I wanted to go into business together.
Okay.
And we did not know what we wanted to go into business doing exactly. I enjoy hosting. My mother is a creative. And I happened to stumble across this building.
Okay.
And it was a huge police sign. I called my sister. I was actually up the street playing with my daughter at a bouncy house.
Okay.
And we came to tour the space. It was gutted. Things were hanging from the ceilings.
Wow.
Pitch black. Yeah. So we had to renovate it, and when everyone saw it, we knew we had potential based on the space, based on the location. The owner let us renovate free of will, because most places you had to get approval what you were going to do in the space if you're leasing it. But yeah, he said we were free to renovate as we pleased.
Okay.
And yeah, so we were able to do a 2-month flip. Just for us, now 2 months was our goal. We wanted to get profit soon to pay the rent.
Of course.
And alhamdulillah, we got it in August, opened in November, and we decided to name the space after our mother, Jamilla.
Okay, love it, love it. So what does mom think about this? Tell us how mom is involved.
So my mother does all the decor, and she's never done this before. She's always done.
I love it.
Yeah, so she's done it for our birthdays and Eid, with Thanksgiving at the house. But what you see here is how she would decorate at our house. So it's really her doing it, but just elevated.
Yeah.
She's always done sketches, sculptures, floral arrangements. Growing up, we always got to witness it as a family, her gift.
Right.
But when we open our space, it's like now we can show the world and everyone, the community, when they do book with us, what she can do. She loves that she can do it at her free will. Yeah. So whether she wants to stay in the middle of the night and do this decor, she can.
Absolutely.
She likes that freedom. We've had people ask her to do decor for other venues. Like, we maybe let's say our space is too small or too big, right? But they would want her decor. Okay. She's like, oh no, I only do it at
Jamilla's. I love it. Well, I love that you use the word elevated. And of course, speaking of the Elevated Muslimah Conference, tell me how owning this space or using this space has elevated you.
It has. I've always said this year that I've been getting comfortable in uncomfortable spaces. And that's been helping me be resilient and just push through in these uncomfortable spaces. Yeah. I've not had to talk about myself as much before. I've always done IT corporate, a little bit on the back side.
Yeah.
Even behind as a project, behind the scenes. Even as a project manager, yes, I can schedule the meetings and get the job done. But with this space, I'm selling myself.
Yeah.
People are booking me. And I didn't, at first I thought, oh, you really like this space, but the compliment I'm getting is their connection with me.
Yeah.
And so when I'm going to these networking events, when I'm introducing our space, I'm having to get more comfortable talking about my story because people want to hear that.
So they do. So tell us your story. Tell us a little bit about your story.
So I am the oldest of 7. I love my family. Everyone knows me. I love my family. And I've also always wanted to have several streams of income. Yeah. And this was just a step, right? I've gotten into consulting with IT. but I wanted to tap into my creative side too. Again, I do enjoy hosting, and it's natural for me to host events regardless of the number right now. So when I did the gala for Sisters United, I felt that was my calling.
Yeah.
It felt good, and that was 2 years ago. And I still got compliments on how I led the planning for the gala.
Right.
Even during the search for the venue, that was my calling to open the space, honestly. Being mindful of, I think when it was time to make Salat during the gala, I was like, man, it would be nice to have a venue that already knows you need to pray.
Yeah.
And already know, hey, this is their area to pray.
Right.
And that was my intention when we opened this space. We started with, they can have this space in the back to make Salat or on our patio.
Right.
Let me have rugs available if needed, so just knowing that there aren't too many event spaces owned by Muslims that are conscious of where to pray, that was another drive for me to get this done.
Okay.
But yeah, oldest of 7. I work in IT. I've been in IT for 10 years. Again, I do enjoy hosting. I do have a huge village. And I guess hobbies. I met you through modeling.
Yeah.
And my mother used to model, so that's where it started for me. I enjoy running and traveling. I made Hajj 2019.
Yeah.
I do have a daughter now. She's 4.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay, tell me 3 things that you've learned this year dealing with the business, good and bad. So not all good and not all bad, but just a mix between.
So 3 things that I've learned, good and bad. First, being comfortable knowing that what we're presenting is enough. When I first started, I felt like I was explaining myself or explaining why they should book beyond what they see. And I had to reel back and just be firm in, we just opened, this is what we're offering, this is our price. And so just keeping it short and sweet, letting them let me know that this is what they want, having confidence in that. And I do feel that I've gotten more bookings. Alhamdulillah, the growth, in the beginning we did get a lot of clients booking. Again, they love the space and they love talking with me, but I felt it's been smoother with me saying, this is what we're offering, this is our price. If it doesn't work with you, I can recommend other venues.
I love that. Because pricing is basically it's a stopping point for a lot of entrepreneurs. Right. I need to get the money in to pay the rent, so I'll reduce the price.
Right.
I'm doing all these discounts.
Right.
And I love that you stayed firm with the price. Okay, give me 2 more things.
So second, because it's a new venue, we are still dealing with a lot of contractors. I guess I've learned just through all the contractors I've been through, because when we renovated, I have to tell this story. So our first contractor left us.
Oh. Okay.
I made a rookie mistake of paying him more than what he asked for towards that last payment.
Oh,
because he was recommended, highly recommended, and it was like, okay, you're about done. You have a month left. Here's the bulk of it to finish it out. He said that he had other projects and he never came back.
Wow.
So we went through 5 other contractors. We didn't have any money now, honestly.
Okay.
So I called another friend of mine, and then the person who did recommend him, let them know what happened, of course. And we had to really go through 5, I don't want to say mom and pop, but just smaller contractors to just do specific tasks, just to get us operational. We still had a deadline.
Yeah.
So what I learned through that, one, don't give the full payment until the job is done.
Okay, I know that's right.
And it wasn't the full, but it definitely was more than I should have.
Right.
But again, I was confident. He started off great. The work is good, and I was just like, hey, here's this bulk. I was hoping to rush it. Like, let's go ahead and knock this out. Because he was saying 2 weeks to a month. So I'm thinking if I gave you a little more,
you would do it immediately. Tell people that lesson again.
Do not pay until the job is done.
Okay, I love it. Okay, because paying more doesn't mean that you get more. Okay, it's about the value perceived.
Yes.
Right? I love that. Okay.
So that was my second lesson. Third lesson, or I guess third thing that I learned is people buy people. And that was given to me from the director of the Henry County Chamber.
Okay.
When he first met me in his office, he felt drawn to me, and I'm thinking, well, you're the member director, so you meet hundreds of people all the time.
Yeah.
But he really supported me. He had the judge, the mayor, different people calling as soon as we opened to support us. Even when we did our ribbon cutting, he was there, and just proud of us, proud of what we were doing in our story.
Yeah.
So he was quick to say people by people, and when they see you and get to know you, they're going to want to work with you.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing that. I'm getting a lot of support from Henry County. I was going to say the city, but it's beyond that. I'm getting a lot of support from the county, from Henry County. And I truly believe it is people buying people, because a lot of people want to get to know me and they haven't even been to the space yet. But they see me, or they're calling me Jamilla, like Jamilla,
Yes, I love that too.
I'm getting
that
a lot.
resonates with the title and everything. Like, even though your name isn't Jamilla,
right?
It's like, yes, you are.
Yeah,
and these are your events.
and I'm grateful for that.
Yeah.
The more networking events I go to, people want to come and speak with me and get to know me and congratulate me.
Yeah.
So I'm just grateful for that, and honor me being authentic to myself. How I am in these rooms is how I am with my friends, how I am with my family. So yeah, I would say just it's confirmation that people buy people.
Okay. And I want to add an extra question, and then I'm going to ask the last question.
Okay.
The extra question I want to ask is, tell us about how networking has helped grow your business.
That is the number one way to grow my business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Networking is, if I didn't know, so I would say first my community, because I have a strong community. I attend a masjid that has thousands of people. When I opened my space, I had the support.
Right.
And I banked on word of mouth first.
Okay.
I wasn't spending thousands of dollars. I didn't have thousands of dollars towards marketing.
Right.
So I had to lean into my community and my village to say, hey, we're starting out this venue. If you know anybody, even the brother who came to do our inspection for the space, he's like, hey, I'm having a family reunion coming up. I would love to have it there. Our realtor, he's like, I'm definitely having my 50th here. So just starting with who I know first.
Yeah.
And I've had people just call and say, hey, your friend recommended me.
Okay.
Or if I'm, when I joined the chamber, they have monthly meetups.
Yeah.
So I made it intentional to go, and it could be at 9 a.m. A short hour, like from 9 to 10.
Right.
And I'm still working my 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, maybe I need to bring my laptop, but I need to be in the room for people to know where we are.
Right.
Because I didn't start out doing the campaigns and things on Facebook. It was me just trying to meet individuals at these networking events.
Okay.
And then we hosted an event. So Henry County it's not the chamber, but there is the Henry County networking group. Okay. That does monthly meetups. Excellent. And you can agree to host. So if you do host, you provide the light breakfast, the setup, and then let everyone who attends, they give you the floor. Okay. To say what you do, your business, pass out business cards. Yeah. So when we hosted it May this year, and they said it was one of their largest turnouts.
Look how the blessings are flowing in.
And we didn't know what to expect, but the room was packed. We had Simply Elegant. They did the catering, and we did a full breakfast. Right. So they said, "Oh, you can do yogurt, bagels," but I was like, "Well, I like to eat.
I know that's
I'm a breakfast person. Yes. And you want to give how you would want it to receive. Exactly. So I was like, let me just do a full breakfast. We didn't have the money at the time. We just, but I felt it was an investment. Yeah. We got one booking or one person came in saying, "Hey, I can use you for another event. Yeah. It's worth it." And that's how I looked at it versus buying the continental items. Yeah. So we did the full breakfast. We had between 80 to 100 people show up. Wow. And it was beautiful.
I love that, because leaning into your faith. Like, I know we don't have this, but we have this. Right. And Allah's got us. Right. Period. So, right. And
we still have relationships from that event. Excellent. Yeah, I made some great connections. Excellent. And it was a good turnout. But yes, networking has been, I would say, number one for sure on how we're getting bookings, the support, and it's still going. I've had several clients come back. So after they booked again for their next event.
So excellent client retention. Yes. Excellent. Okay, last question. Tell me what your business right now is doing for your family legacy.
So right now we are looking for either a second location or what we need to get in place to have a standalone. Okay. And then that would be our property that we own that we can continue to do events. But yes, right now, as far as our family legacy, our family, not just my sister and I, but we are all looking into land.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if somebody might be watching this on YouTube, Facebook,
Yes.
Instagram.
Yes.
What ask do you have for yourself and your family?
My ask is, if you have any event coming up and you're in the surrounding area, to book with us. So of course the success of our venue would help us in our goal of having the funds to to afford a standalone building.
Yeah.
So the more bookings, the better, of course. Another goal for me would be to not have my 9 to 5, because that is supporting my livelihood. But I really enjoy this, and I'm doing this honestly more as far as my hours put in. I'm putting my hours in more to the space than my 9 to 5. So another prayer for me is to let go of the 9 to 5 when I'm bringing in enough to let that go.
Okay.
So everything is based on bookings.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. And I'm gonna say it for her. She might need some land. So
Yes.
any land in the area.
Yes.
To do that. Okay. Thank you so much, Mary. So again, we want you all to be looking out for the Elevated Muslimah Conference coming up March 28th, 2026, here at the beautiful Jamilla Events. And watch us for a few more seconds, because we're going to take you through a tour. All right. Thank you. Till next time. That was great.
Thanks.
Quick passing it to her. And know which colors.
So let's tour Jamilla's events. All right, so we are currently setting up for a 40th birthday party, and the gentleman who's turning 40, he's actually a soldier, and he saw our space while he was in Iraq. He has, you know how the algorithm works, so he was on Instagram, because his family and his network is here and on the south side. Then our ad came up, and he asked his girlfriend to come do a tour. But when I asked her how she found it, she said, "Oh, my boyfriend did it in Iraq. I don't know how he found y'all, but he asked me to come see it." She FaceTimed him. I think it was like 4 a.m. his time. But yeah, she did the FaceTime, and he booked on the spot. So this is set up for 80 guests. It's 10 chairs to each table. And he wanted one side, of course, for your dinner, but then the other side for your lounge. So we have a lounging area right here. And then after the dinner, they'll be able to lounge. We have actually 3 areas to lounge. So this area here, the second area is to lounge. This great wall here is for your photos. The dance floor. And then this is the third lounge area. He went through everything with us for his vendors. So my caterer, DJ, security, bartender, they'll be all here tomorrow night. And my security will be here probably till 2 a.m. to lock up. So guests can rent out the bridal suite if they want to change clothes, or just be back here if they want to be out socializing as much. We've had guests do that where they didn't want to change clothes, but like, hey, can I have this area if I just don't want people anymore? And we'll have this space available for them. It has a half bathroom also. And then separate entrance, so if they don't want to come in through the front door, they can park behind the venue. And come into that black door there. And there's 2 entrances to the bridal suite. Let's show you the patio. So we've had, during wedding receptions or any event, they would do their cocktail hour on the patio. Or if it's a Muslim event, they've done their prayer out here. but I love the size of our patio. A lot of guests are shocked when they see how large it is and how private. So right now the trees aren't filled with leaves, but in the spring, summertime, it's pretty private, where the greenery gives you that privacy. Guests have walked in through the patio for their grand entrance. So this has been the wow moment for Sweet 16 and brides. They will come in through the patio door and walk in this way for their grand entrance. Our stage. We can get on the stage to see different sides of it, I guess. So the DJ's on the stage, or your guests. If you're having guests of honor, they can sit on the stage if needed. Conferences, we've had the MCs on the stage. So this is the view from the stage. And you can see how large the dance floor is. So again, 80 guests that are set right now. Most of our parties are about 100. And then they have half of the space for the dance floor.
Anything else you want to share?
If you need to book, please call. You will get me directly, and I will be excited to have you. So check us out on Jamilla's Events, Instagram, Facebook. My cell phone number is 678-308-7269, and we love to have you.